Welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It is Tuesday, January 25th, 5:13 a.m. in the Arizona desert here. All right. Well, BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. As always, check this out. Remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie, the guy who wrote How to Win Friends and Influence People. Remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. Well, here we are. And I wanted to mention, I'll give it a brief mention at the start of the shows here. This is linked to in the show notes, and this is a company that I have invested in, and I'm a reseller. Hemp Paste. It's amazing. So I'm going to plug it and just say CBD oil. Nah, not so great. The entire plant, even though you only have that legal teeny little bit of THC in there, will do wonders. It's not how much THC. It's even that like 0.003%, whatever is legal. If it exists, you're good. Do yourself a favor. Not health advice. I can't give you that any more than financial advice. But try some happy packets. You open this, it smells like freaking the most dank, crazy marijuana you've ever smelled. It's not. It doesn't have THC. I mean, it's legal like CBD. But you will find that one little pea size of this will, wow, just be like creativity. You sleep better, whatever. Manage pain. Of course, can't make any of those claims, but I'm just saying this stuff is amazing. And you can also get Canna Doggy, which is for your little dogs. And if you have a dog that's stressed out or a little older, has some hip issues, try this stuff out. It ain't cheap. I'm not going to kid you. It ain't, but it's worth it. So Hemp Paste. And also, if you go to the show notes or over at bitcoindailyview.com, check it out. I interviewed the founders of the company, and I think you'll find it really, really amazing. So with that said, stop panic selling your damn Bitcoin, morons. To this guy, he's been buying 2 to 18 million worth every few hours. So here's the thing. I don't want to belabor this because we're all in a hurry. We want to get it done. So I'll go through the market. But, when this FUD was created, however it was orchestrated, and people are going, oh my God, and they're panic selling. Well, guess what? There are people buying. And I would just say that for the people who freaked out, also, you damn leverage people who got screwed. Sorry that happened. But for the panic people and the foolish leverage people, you gave your Bitcoin away. It was a plan. You got screwed. All right. With that said, just be wiser. Don't do it again. I did finally watch this Glassnode video, which is a couple of days old now. But basically, with the recent volatility, the details are the same thing happened as always. The hodlers, the big money, held it. And the ones who aren't very bright or like leverage too much, well, they gave it to this guy. Somebody bought what got sold. There is a liquidity crisis. It's very, very real. Bitcoin, there's only 21 million. Well, not quite 21 million yet. And of course, we know some are lost. And big mega money, like look at MicroStrategy and other corporations that we don't even know about, and other individuals who have quite a lot of money. When you think about, basically they're putting their, rather than have fiat, they've got it in Bitcoin, and they don't care about a silly, 1 day's volatility, or even 1 year's. Anyway, so I hope everyone is having a good day, and those who need it to got wiser. So with that said, the indices this morning, I know the market is not open yet, but in general, we're starting to see, the U.S. market is not. We're starting to see a lot of green indices, and this is really, really good. So yesterday, and I could pull it up here on a zero hedge if I can find it quite easily. Let's see if it's there. Why not this one? Where was it? It was on zero hedge. Look at Boris. Gosh, he looks like ass, doesn't he? These like virtue signaling masks, like the friggin' bird beak looking things. People, please stop it. Gosh, it's like the new friggin' armband. You know what armband I mean? Stupid son of a bit. Yeah, where's it at? Sorry guys, I don't want to. There was a great article on Zero Hedge where basically like the dump and then recovery in the market was like legendary. It only happened like 4 times before. It's a massive V-shaped recovery. And if you think about it, wasn't just like our market, like here in the US, if you're in the US also, truly it was a global thing that happened. So, I mean, this is wonderful. America, market bouncing back, a lot of the global market bouncing back. These indices kind of show that. So we seriously dumped. then we seriously pumped. I'm talking like historic pumped. We were up to like 8 or 9 billion yesterday in trading volume. Definitely retail buyers got in on this. So right now the total volume for Bitcoin is 5.4 billion. I believe that above 3 is a good day. So we're rolling into Tuesday with a strong Bitcoin and good volume. Volume change 40% up last 24 hours. Market buy orders up 52%. Market sell orders only up 29%. So you shorters are finally getting it through your brick heads. This is the peaceful revolution. And with that said, Bitcoin here over at Masari. And this is really interesting. I think they've retuned their algorithm, however they're looking at this, but they're saying last 24 hours, 7.2 billion. Our crypto meter says 5.4. Pretty good. We'll keep an eye on those. Definitely beautiful volume today. I like what I'm seeing. All right, looking at bitcoincharts.com, as you can see, a glorious green day for the top 100. I see very few that are in the red, if any. Is anybody in the red? Magic Internet Money, whatever that thing is, appears to be in the it's in the green too. Who's really freaking pumping? Loop Ring, LRC, Psycho mode, pure beast mode. Avalanche doing really well, up 11%. Cosmos, that's Atom, up like 15%. Got Phantom, which is a FTM, F the market, up 20%. So we got some stuff. We got some things. VeChain up 15%. We got some big players. Loop Ring. Let's look at Loop Ring up 27%. Oh my gosh. Okay. With that said, let's keep rocking. Okay. Spot trading on Binance and Coinbase. Spot trading on Binance, 21 billion, up 19% last 24 hours. This is good. If we can get above 30 billion and find some hang time up there, it's going to be awesome. So above 30 is good. Above 50 is really, really great. So we're kind of starting to push that 30. We have rising volume, although you can see by the 7-day graph, it's beginning to trail off a little bit. All right, looking at, okay, also, I'm sorry about that. Of course, actually, let's note Coinbase right now. When Coinbase is over 3 billion, that's a good day. Right now we're at 5.8 billion, up 36%. So grandma's definitely buying some Bitcoin. Now let's look at derivatives for like futures. 81 billion, up 19% last 24 hours. Above 75 is definitely a good day. So we have got pretty darn good volume. Looking at, I'll refresh this here. Looking at open interest. 11.6 billion, up 4.6% last 24 hours across the big exchanges. So people are definitely longing and shorting with that leverage going on. They are 56% long, 43% short for Bitcoin on Binance, and then for Ethereum on Binance, 60% long, 39% short. I'm not seeing a lot of long confidence. Looking at the battle on the this is a 5-minute chart. Started looking at 5 minutes just because it gives you a little bit better graph. You can definitely see some turbulence. Definitely the bears, the whales are duking it out. You got serious long and short liquidations. Got lots of volume last night, especially. And if we look, we have these beautiful buys and sells coming in. It's indecisive right now. I don't think that they're quite so. I think I'm not sensing quite the battle that we often have this morning. It's kind of smooth sailing between the bulls and the bears right now. But the day is young and the market ain't open. I think we'll probably see a real acceleration in automated buying, and then of course also manipulated big buys and sells when that market opens. And that's the thing, that the market has not opened yet. So yesterday was historic. Let's see what today brings. But right now, the crypto market is strong. Looking at gold on top here. Gold, green candle yesterday. Somehow it did pull it off. And today we're pulling a slight red candle. Overall, an upwards trend, as we can see, for gold. I can dig it. Silver on the bottom here, getting its ass hammered. Don't know what's up with silver, but it went up on the daily chart here. Hit that 200 moving average, got rejected. Let's see if we get a bounce off the 50 or the moving average or the 20 WMA average. Let's see what happens. Silver right now in ass hammer mode, and basically gold is pretty much slow but steady, making a move up. It's above all the important moving averages on the daily chart. So gold, yeah. Now the market's not open, of course, as we know, but up top here, the SPX, S&P 500, had a freaking drastic red candle yesterday. Ended up closing it with a green candle with a long wick towards the downside. Russell 2000 was worried about that thing, ended up closing at a nice, basically closing really, really well above the body of the previous red candle. It has a nice tail on it. Dollar strength index. Well, I do believe it closed above all the important moving averages. So let's see how it goes. Dollar strength index definitely rocking. So we'll see what happens when the world opens today. As always, PAX G versus BTC on top, and then Bitcoin on the bottom versus Tether. You can see how they're inverse of one another. So I'm going to be watching this very, very closely. When Bitcoin looks like it's going to dump, I'm going to be hedging some into PAX-G and start making that a play, because it's just, you can do it in an instant. Larger exchanges have it. I'm doing it on KuCoin. Got myself all ready to go. That with a trailing take profit of a few percent, and I think you very well may have a good play there. Not financial advice and entertainment purposes only, but I'm going to start playing this if we keep having this kind of downwards volatility, because I'm not losing money. I'm not going to do it. It's not going to happen. I'm going to make money off dumps. Or you could say I'm just not going to watch my portfolio value go down. I'm going to watch it stay the same or go up, and then get back in at the end of that dump with even more sweet Bitcoin Satoshi sats. Bitcoin versus USDT here on the 45-minute chart. It's moving up. It's really nice. It hit the top of the RSI cave yesterday, got rejected, which is fine. And now it's going sideways, but it is a good looking sideways. I like it. We got green Madrid ribbons. We're not above the 200 moving average yet, but we are working on it. Directional index is looking good. ADX is kind of low. It's about like 14. When I get up to about 20, I think we'll see some serious action then. SMU binary candles are in the positive. Squeeze indicator getting ready to roll positive. We're seeing a little bit of overbought right now on the stochastic RSI. Then, of course, the wave channel oscillator by Lazy Bear is still showing it's kind of a good day. So, in general, we're sideways. I mean, let's face it, that was a lot. We've had some seriously hard dumps recently. Now, here's what you can do. And this always just friggin' creeps me out. So, bear with me. But do a fib retracement upside down. Oh, try not to barf if you can help it. Crap. 1 sec. Let me fix that. Get rid of this. I'm going to rock through this real quick. I just want to recommend this. Fib retracement. Oh, God, it makes me kind of dizzy, like I'm upside down spinning. But fib retracement upside down. Okay. And you can kind of say that, and it is really helpful. So just check it out. So you can see that, like, we have, out of that 100% dump, we are now, that would be like three-quarter, like a quarter recovered, basically, or 1/3 recovered. So we're getting close to 50% recovered of that dump. So anyway, just something to look at. You can do we usually tend to do fib retracements towards the upside, but do them towards the downside, and it will show you how much you've recovered. And also, it gives you some nice lines to look at. So as you can see, we're holding steady above the 236 there. We wicked above the .382. Now we're kind of sideways between them. And well, there you go. And you can also get really sort of creative when you do this. So look, okay, here's my fib, right? Then I'm going to fire up a VPVR. I'm going to tune that thing a little bit. Let's get, groovy here and do like 1024. And let's look at where our volume has been. Okay. We have a lot of volume right there at that 236 fib line, around 35,400. But also we're building a nice volume spike right where we're at. We're building some volume there. And that kind of shows me a little bit of permanence to this sideways action. And where's a volume spike above that? Right around like 38,000, 38,700. Anyway, which is right below our 618 pocket. And the 618 pocket is right there at the 314 moving average on the 45-minute chart. And the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart is right there around that .5 fib line. So let's watch this. I find this to be very, very interesting, very, very good. Sometimes, like I say, it makes me dizzy, but you can really chart your recovery fibbing upside down. Does that even make sense? Fibbing upside down. Anyway, looking at the daily chart yesterday, look at that wick. It was an insane day yesterday. I thought we were jacked. It was not looking pretty at all. But today we're on a red candle so far. That's all right. What day is that? That's 25th. So far we're on a red candle on the daily. But overall, that's fine, because I think we just haven't moved that much since that daily candle started. So I think, looking at what I'm seeing, Don't see any reason why Bitcoin couldn't get back to the top of that RSI cave today. Couldn't challenge that 200 moving average. It's either going to or it's not. Definitely how the market's open will definitely be a decider. I mean, if we have a positive market open, we might boom rock right above that 200 moving average. And really, that would only require forecast. That would just require, what would that take? That's like 3.7%, almost 4. But Bitcoin's been rocking pretty hard. So if we can get above that 200 moving average and stay there, especially clear that 314. I mean, yesterday's move was pretty massive. So let's see what can happen. We got green Madrid ribbons. I like it. Let's see what's going on. So for the daily, we had candles so far, but what I do like here, the tangent of the MACD is beginning to try to turn positive. Histogram's going in the right direction, turning positive. So let's see what happens there. 2-hour chart for Bitcoin. This is exciting. The MACD on the 2-hour chart, it's kind of closing towards the negative, but it is still positive, wide open, getting above that mid-range here. I like seeing that positive MACD. This is a beautiful thing. We do have the 20 WMA passing above the 50 MA. That's kind of a positive move. That'll get you a little bit of a burst. As you can see, back here, you can kind of see how it plays in. That was a negative cross and things didn't go so well. Now we're getting ready to have a positive cross. Let's see how that goes. Anyway, 2-hour chart, still way below the 2 moving average. Fine, but we're doing some good stuff down here. We're above that 50 moving average. We're above that 20 WMA and a positive MACD in the 2-hour chart. I'll take it. We had a serious dump. We had a serious pump. Now we're going sideways. So I can dig it. It kind of reminds me of, I might call this a Van Halen recovery, because you went down at that V-shaped recovery. Then you got to have that little like symbol they had on remember Van Halen? Anyway, it's a Van Halen recovery. It's a V-shaped recovery followed by sideways. Because hey, the market has to react to that serious volatility that we've recently had. It's just kind of how it rolls. Now, looking at a 4-hour chart for Bitcoin, going way back to like the 20th of July, when I first created this, you can see this fib sequence really kind of fits. Golden Pocket definitely has been a place of interest. The 786 has definitely been a place of interest. Yesterday, we totally blew it. We lost the 786. We were below it, but now we've kind of been waking up to it. And this is an exciting moment. So let's just see if we can get back above that 786 fib line and find support there. That's right around 37,830 as I had this drawn. So definitely like a $38,000 Bitcoin would get us really out of the would start getting us out of dump mode, Anyway, and of course, well, the 200 moving average is right around 44,000 on the 4-hour chart here. So, but I mean, we ran, we gave it all back, and now, well, we're either going to give it all back, all the way back, or we're going to keep moving up. So far, at least on a 2-hour chart and even on the 45-minute chart here, 45-minute chart, it looks positive. Daily, let's see how the day rolls. I mean, the MACD is moving towards our favor, even if the doji is red right now still. 2-hour chart looking very positive. Important moving average crosses, good MACD. And right here, like I say, if we can get about 37,830, get above the 786 fib level and find some support there, that would be a beautiful thing. Looking at the indicators here, in general, it's not bad. In the 4-hour chart, you got the stochastic RSI kind of shows overbought right now, but we're trying to by Lazy Bear, which has some pretty. It's saying positive. I like when these two agree. If these two agree, you definitely have a positive move. So it's a little bit indecisive. I wouldn't say that we're totally overbought right now. I think we could definitely continue moving up here in the 4-hour chart. The KRI is looking great. Squeeze indicators firing up towards the positive. ADX is dropping, but the directional next is closing towards a positive. It's some green candles. So let's see what happens. 4-hour chart to me is looking strong enough. I mean, whenever you have whenever you have which I will now christen, a Van Halen recovery. Basically, that's a lot of volatility you just threw at the market. So, I mean, give it a chance to chill and go sideways and see what it wants to do with itself. Plus, just like the crypto market is often waiting to see what Bitcoin does, I think Bitcoin and the crypto market at large is waiting to see how this market opens. Ethereum versus USDT on the 45-minute chart, doing what Bitcoin's doing. Another Van Halen shaped recovery. If you guys don't know Van Halen, sorry, let me just Van Halen logo. It just indulge me one moment here. There you go. See, there's the Van Halen logo. You remember? I mean, there you go. That's what it looked like, you know. So anyway, the recovery kind of looks like a Van Halen recovery to me. All right, so I'm not gonna Ethereum versus BTC. Let's just look real quick. Ethereum BTC, is that kind of a trade somebody want to get in on right now? No, it's no advantage there. All right, Luna. Luna, this one's not worth looking at. Luna, you're not making anything happen. KNC versus BTC. I've been watching this one. Was not ready to get into it before. Now I kind of wish I had. I was watching for that bottom of this upwards channel bounce, and we got it. And bounce off that mid-range. Now we're moving up. This is beautiful. So all these indicators just look fantastic. I dig it. So KNC versus BTC on the 45-minute chart is just looking friggin' wonderful. Cannot complain about that one darn bit. If you look at a 4-hour chart, how does that look? Yeah, I mean, friggin' spectacular. You can, spectacular. I love it. So, not financial advice, y'all, but I mean, KNC versus BTC. And where can you play that? Oh, Binance, Coinbase, KuCoin, Bitfinex. You're set. Polynex. I mean, come on, you got to be on one of those. This is beautiful. Yep, I'm going to keep an eye on this. I am going to wait for it to come to the bottom of this channel or move down and start moving up again. It's a positive chart, but I like to get into a chart whether I'm doing it, whether I'm playing it for a short or a long-term trade. I like getting in when I know I'm going to be in the green. So I'm going to wait for this thing to retrace a little bit, just kind of come down to this mid-range or something like that, and maybe I'll get into KNC versus BTC. This is a long, beautiful, nice uptrend. All these indicators look beautiful. Cannot complain one darn bit. MKR versus BTC, holding above the 10 moving average, looking good. I'm kind of watching this one. Indicators are not looking too exciting right now. We'll just see what it does. So since we're where we are right now, let's look at, where's my thing here? This chart. Who's really kicking ass this morning? We'll take a brief look at those. SHIB's not gonna. Who was doing good? Axie Infinity. Who looks interesting here to check out? Thorchain, Pocket Network. Just we have some ones that have really moved. Solana. Let's see what Solana's doing. Let me actually grab this chart here. Go back to here where it's easier to keep track of things. Let's look at a Sol. Sol versus USDT. You can play it on Bybit and KuCoin. It's definitely pushed up a good number of percent, but it's still really not. It's still not a play yet, to me at least. Let's rock through who's looking good at these big numbers. Solana, Avalanche, Avax. How's that one looking? AA, VAX, USDT, Binance, KuCoin, Bybit. Still, it's recovering, but it's still a long way to go to get to that 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart. It's the break above that I like to really trade if I'm gonna. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Who else? VeChain, VET. VET's looking pretty good today. Let's look at VET. VET, USDT. How's that one looking? Looking at KuCoin. So many alts that are right like this, where they did their Van Halen shaped recovery. Now they're in that sideways period. And it's all about, are you sideways above the 200 moving average or below it? And if you're below it, like this chart right here, even though it looks pretty good, I'm not going to really get in anything until it gets above the 200 moving average on the 45-minute chart. And also, truly, I'll have a lot more confidence in this market when Bitcoin, the 45-minute chart, breaks above and stays 12 to 24 hours above that 200 moving average. Even better, truly, if it clears the 200 and the 314, that's when I'll really have a lot more confidence in all trades. So is there anything else to look at? Let's see. Where does that thing go? Here we go. Anybody else look interesting? Safe Moon Old, whatever that is. Loop Ring. Oh, LRC. LRC, USDT. Binance and KuCoin's got it. Oh, yes. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. I like this one. Okay, here we go. Loop ring versus USDT. This one is exciting because here we go. You got that you got the Van Halen shape recovery sideways, and now you get that move up. It broke above the 200 moving average on a 45-minute chart. It can't quite hold it, but it may bounce. Let's see what happens. These indicators are in general looking good. They're kind of turning down right now. This is definitely one to watch. Watch for a nice burst above that 200 and then through that 314. This is definitely the kind of trade that when I look at this, this is it. It might, just be going to do one of these. Like, I kind of tried and didn't really make anything happen. It could be one of these. It certainly could, but like I've mentioned many times, this is the kind of trade I really, really like. This thing, loop ring versus USDT, has LRC versus USDT basically, has just been giving it back and giving it back and giving it back and giving it back. So here's a nice burst. Indicators in general are looking good. Watch this one for a run. These are the ones that kind of get crazy. Like this is not a bad chart here to put an alert in for a 200 moving average cross and a 314 moving average cross on the 45-minute chart. And I will start adding the 20 WMA because that has it's a good thing to look at too for positive and negative. And the 20 WMA comes right out of Trade Genius trading methodology, and they're over there, bitcoindailyreview.com, or in the show notes. Check them out. And cool, someone like Shane Utley likes the Dale Carnegie reference, and I think it's something to remember. Seriously. I'll just look at that one more time. Remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. Remember, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday. It's true, and as you can see, for those people that worried too much, well, they gave their Bitcoin to these guys, the whales. That's what happened. So don't get greedy with leverage. Don't panic. With that said, we've looked at some alts. We checked things out. It's really curious, what will the market do when it opens? If we have something really I'll probably come back on later today and do another one of these, or maybe right after when the market opens, because it's going to be curious how it affects the crypto market. Right now, we have got a beautiful crypto market. This is just a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. Beautiful crypto market. I like it. Looking at the world indices, wherever they went, we're seeing a lot of green. Yesterday we saw a lot of red. So this is this is a beautiful thing to see. Everybody, remember, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, I gotta find my thing. There it is. Remember, Bitcoin True Seekers, for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, you are an investor in a positive and optimistic sci-fi future for humanity. It is truly the peaceful revolution. And for every Bitcoin Satoshi you own, you know it, a piece of shit globalist cries. Take care.